Hey guys, so I am gonna do my predictions for WWE's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view here tonight. So the matches are gonna be in no particular order. The first one is going to be Bobby Lashley defending his title against Drew McIntyre. Now we've seen this one several times. This time this is going to be inside Hell in a Cell. And there is the stipulation that if Drew McIntyre does not win the WWE Championship here, he cannot challenge Bobby Lashley for the title again. So for this match, my pick is going to be Bobby Lashley. Not because I don't want to see Drew McIntyre as a champion, but I just don't quite think this is the time to get him back in that picture. And I feel like it's time to get him away from this feud with Bobby and into something different, whether that be challenging for the United States Championship, whatever it may be. It's just time for him to move on. So that's going to be inside the cell, one of two of them tonight. The next match is Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Rhea defending her title. This is a very difficult one for me because my pick is going to be Charlotte, because that's what I honestly think they're going to go with, because of how much they want to get Charlotte in that area where her dad is, if she's not already really super close to the number of title reigns that Rick has had. But I would really like to see them keep the title on Rhea. And it would also do a world of good for her just to overcome someone like Charlotte. It would give her such a rub. And it would especially work good for her considering that Charlotte ended up coming up with the win the last time when it was for the NXT Women's Championship. So the next match is Bianca Belair defending her title against Bayley. And Bayley has been on the absolute tear lately, and these two have been very good with their build up to this. I didn't really know that I was going to be invested really at all, but they've gotten me somewhat more invested lately. The thing to keep in mind here is that this is now officially a Hell in a Cell match, and neither of these two have ever been inside Hell in a Cell. So it should be interesting to see what they can do in there. I don't know how much of a risk taker both of them are, so as far as that goes, we'll see how well they can pull this off. It should be a good match. My pick for this is Bianca Belair, because I think right now you need to keep that title on her. And I don't know that that's going to necessarily hurt Bayley, and they could possibly continue this feud. I don't know that they need to. It's kind of played itself out somewhat. So, my pick there is Bianca to retain. The next couple of ones are not for titles. We have Seth Rollins versus Cesaro, and we have seen this one several times now. And I know many would like to see Cesaro take that win again. Also to avoid that 50-50 booking going back and forth there. However, with Cesaro taking the win the last time, I just really feel like it maybe is time for Seth Rollins to come up with a win between these two. So my pick for this match is going to be Seth Rollins. We then have Alexa Bliss taking on Shayna Baszler. Again, I know there are a lot of people that are just not really into this whole feud and this whole storyline. I actually kind of enjoy it. And maybe that's because I kind of like some of the supernatural things that they're bringing into it. And those things kind of intrigue me somewhat. But I'm kind of intrigued by the whole storyline. With as much as Alexa Bliss has looked the stronger of the two so far in the build-up to this feud, my pick for this is going to be Shayna in this one. I don't know where that leaves them after that match. regardless who wins. I feel like they kind of almost have to continue it because they haven't really done a whole lot with it so far. Like, they build up to this match pretty decent, but I feel like this just doesn't necessarily get closure to the whole storyline. So I see that storyline itself continuing, whether that be maybe a match against Alexa and Nia again, even though we just saw that on Raw. Could see that the next pay-per-view. We will see. Now, the next match is going to be Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. These two can really put on a very good match if they let them tell that story in the ring the way that they can potentially do it. And just give them that time. Now, the last couple times that we've seen this match, Kevin Owens has picked up the win. And I know that Sami Zayn always looks better as a heel when he has some way in which to say, I was wronged, someone did this, that was the reason that I did not win. I still, for this one, have to go with the pick of Sami Zayn. I just really feel like he could use that win in this match. So that is where my pick is for that one. And that is the Hell in a Cell card. We just have the two matches tonight actually in the cell. Lashley and McIntyre, and Belair and Bayley, which both should be pretty decent matches. So, those are my picks for Hell in a Cell 2021. We'll see ya.